But usually it's this narrative of bravado and fighting and
he says it as it is.
Saying it as it is.
That one, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Hustler narrative.
I think it's an extreme of hustler. Just bulldozing.
And he's on. He's always on TV. He's in your face, and he keeps saying the same old crap. But it gets to the point where, if he says it enough times, it's true.
What are your thoughts on American politics? What's happening?
Do you know, I've
you're coming here to benchmark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
And I've had either Fox News and these other channels, MSNBC, at the background every time I'm in the hotel, just to hear this whole Trump situation. It is so fascinating. It's like these series.
Please don't be caught and swept up in the Kool-Aid, brother. But
No.
But you're coming to benchmark.
The soaps.
No,
These are those Spanish soaps.
When I said
La Mujer.
those ones,
Yeah.
it sounds like that. What's the next
Doesn't
step?
sound real.
Can you imagine that we lived through that? For 4 years.
Breaking news every minute. I had to turn
What
off
you
my
saw,
breaking news.
we lived through.
And I think you're going to get there again now. Where now
I don't
the
think
same
so.
scenario.
I don't think so. But the problem is that the hype is so much that if the people on the other side or the current incumbent right now, as Pochunga, ujama yuko in kama Flint.
I don't see how you're going to weather the storm, the wave, because there's a wave coming.
Where's this wave?
You'll see it.
So it's kind of like the
way I see it.
UDA one.
Yes, because I've come to realize with election sometimes there is a certain simmering
certain pulse.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's just there waiting to just get an opportunity and come out.
Okay.
And I think the Trump movement is like that. It's not even as loud as they really want it to be right now. They're just concentrating on the trial and this and that. So when I went to Capitol Hill in Washington, the history of how things are done and where it came from, and even from the British coming and banning and these people saying they want to do this and that, to today, American politics is so interesting that the very people who elected Obama, a black president, are the very same people who elected Trump and could probably elect him again. It's mind-blowing. I'm really finding it fascinating.
Let me not, I'm not countering that, but let me say this. I think one thing that Trump had in 2016 is that he was an unknown. In 2016,
unknown in terms
he was not known.
He was not a politician.
He was not a politician, but he was known.
No, he was known, but not as a politician.
He was not a political anything.
No, he wasn't anything. Well,
but
politically, he wasn't.
Remember, he had started. He was part of that Batha movement.
Yeah,
which was.
But that is insignificant in a sense because.
Yeah.
By then, But now, 2016, when he's coming in, when he's coming down the escalator, you didn't know much about the guy, apart from him having, the apprentice and having whatever.
Knowing about his businesses and
but
his
that's
real
it.
estate. Yeah.
That was it. Now, by now, people already know who he is. And that in itself might actually be the difference, because now he is known. You know who he is. You know his business practices. You know if it's moral. You know very well when it comes to women's reproductive health, Vile amefanya. He's very proud of putting up 3 Supreme Court justices who reversed Roe versus Wade.
Yeah.
You know very well, it is evident, he's going to use black people as tropes, but he's never been really confronted about the New York 5, who are never found. Like, you already know who you're dealing with.
Is that in 2016, a bad thing then?
Now you know, because now, if I know Ali is a con artist, there's a guy we used to mess with until we found out he was a con artist, and we know where I'm going with this. Yes,
you pulled that out.
And I'm
don't point me. No, you pulled it.
There's a guy called Kainel.
Yeah.
Until he found out what he was.
Okay.
You're like, oh, that guy is a con man, straight up, through and through. So if you're gonna deal with him, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get conned.
Yeah.
You're going to get scammed. You're going to get schemed.
As long as you know before.
So there are no surprises, is what you're saying.
there are no surprises.
At this point.
No, there are no surprises at all. At all.
So you're either in with the non-surprise or you're...
And you already know, and you can tell from what the Rithagli clans have been doing themselves. Akina Mitch McConnell, they know who he is. Akina Ted Cruz. In 2016, these are the same idiots who were on a campaign, who went on a rampage saying what type of pass. Akina Lindsey Graham, who is called a pilot fish.
But Mike, I think you're also underestimating.
No. What I'm
the
saying.
Power.
No. Let me finish, please.
Okay, go ahead, bro. Okay, so
Okay, finish.
Let me not steal your thunder.
No. There's no thunder.
You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
No, there's no roll.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Like I'm butter?
Oh,
Carry
God.
on. Oh, sorry.
Who you Muslim? Who you Muslim?
Wait, watch out. So what I'm saying is this: you can't, the same guys who knew who he was
Yeah.
have been now kissing the ring.
Yeah.
I remember just recently we were having a discussion, and somebody pointed out that in this election, Democrats are gonna vote Democratic. Rithagli clans, Trumpians are gonna vote Trump. Hapa katikati, independence. That's where
the difference.
Mbivu na mbichi.
Yeah.
When the rubber meets the road, it's gonna be here. It doesn't matter what these two. Hagatakate, hapa katikati.
Yeah.
How do you say, how do you say county in the Luo?
Middle.
Hapa katikati.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is, we've sometimes underestimated the power of an enemy of yours who has an enemy, like two people who don't like each other, but they have a common enemy. The blacks, immigrants, the Muslims, and these are tropes that Trump has become very good at. So he knows what, especially
He's giving black people sneakers.
especially
You might as well add watermelon and fried chicken.
Yeah, and he was also saying that black people identify.
So what's he
with
going to
him.
give the Muslims after he had told them that they were nini?
No, Muslims, like that he cannot get back.
He
to
can
us
never
again.
come back.
Yeah, he can never come back.
Bas.
But with
Actually,
blacks,
I've been indicted.
but with blacks, yeah, he was saying blacks have identified with him because he's been indicted. So he's so he knows how to send those tropes.
Those messages, those
Yeah.
sublimes.
But here's
that
the
he
difference,
needs.
though.
And
Focus
these messages they marinate very well on a certain category of white Americans. He's clearly showing that he dislikes like the blacks, he dislikes the immigrants, he dislikes the Muslims, because those are the top three groups that for lack of a better word of saying it, a certain part of white America that would like to see extinguished, completely from this planet. And he's already signaled to them that I hate these guys. So those guys, their hatred for these groups is much more than any differences they may have had with Trump.
But
so they'll go. So they'll still vote for. They'll still vote for Trump.
But here's the thing,
so we
though.
can't underestimate the value.
No, we
of that.
can't value. But I'll say this before you chime in. Here's the problem. Here's the difference between the blacks and Trump when it comes to indictments and however many charges, 4 indictments, 91 counts, whatever.
Yeah.
Blacks get convicted with or without evidence.
Yes.
Say evidence equal.
Yeah. All over
However,
the place.
it's all over the place.
Everywhere.
And you have to see it, and I also wanted to say that there has been caution exercised even by the special prosecutor to make sure that you have your I's dotted and T's crossed. But that would not stop some of the justices or judges who Trump himself appointed that were pushed through and rammed through by McConnell, who has just stepped down, but will run until 2027 if he will survive, right? And you wait to see what. And again, you can say he can appeal to the blacks. That, I've been indicted, I'm just like you. Oh, here's the difference.
Yeah.
Blacks have been convicted
Yeah.
even without being
Without-
indicted.
Even without being indicted.
I think there's a guy from Canada who wants to say something, but I don't know.
I
Yeah.
my
There's a
my
guy
issue
who's
is this
jumping
with Trump.
over there.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and this could be the same issue that Kenya faces in 2027.
Yeah.
You're looking at Trump's, do's and don'ts, what he's done in the past, what he's good at, and all these things, all the qualities of him as a person or as he did. And you forget, who is he running against, right? He's running against Biden. And people are saying, I'm a choker. You see, if you look at what might happen
Yeah.
in Kenya, right? And this comes back to the things which are at play
Yeah.
today with Raul. Once you have a weak or a non-existent opponent, that really paves way for you. And for me, I'm saying, okay, Trump has issues, but I
So
don't see the
Biden-
same America that voted for him last time
My friend.
being a different America.
these
So
are
Biden,
disagree.
So you consider Biden a weak opponent?
nimesikia Fox News.
Fox News.
Wakisema.
Okay, wait. So you're so this is based upon Fox
No.
Fox
When I
News.
say Fox News, I mean news. I'm listening to the narrative of. Do you know? I have to
This
be
is the
honest.
wrong
And
people
I
to
love.
listen to.
No.
And
I
Well, I
love.
guess right for that.
Let me
Because you know we
support-
don't
let-
get Fox.
let me
just
let me
say,
support
I
John.
love, absolutely love hearing the other side of the coin, Fox. Because like in Kenya, we don't get Fox. There's some channels you can get, but it's primarily CNN, BBC, and
Al
those
Jazeera.
others. Yeah.
Al Jazeera.
Or some channels you can get CNBC and those, right?
Mm.
They're very, very, very pro-democratic space, right? Every now and again, when you listen to this story, like I listen to these Fox guys, Kina Hannity are excessive, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can't help but get one or two things against Biden. I'm thinking,
Give me
is
one.
that a Tobo?
No, give me one.
Hey, Mzee,
Please,
where
just
na
name one.
No, it's
Yeah.
no, it's,
No.
it's okay.
Almost.
You know,
Just name one.
I
No,
think
but it's okay.
Because here's the thing.
And you know one thing I've noticed about a lot of people from and we've had this experience before, even in the last election. I feel like there's a very big percentage of people who are in Kenya who are kind of attracted to that Trump persona, and it's my personal belief that if this election were taken to Kenya, we would be
Trump would
surprised.
win, yeah.
We'd be surprised by how many people would vote for Trump. So sometimes, like because there's some people, there's some open Trump supporters in Kenya, and I sometimes try, like you guys have noticed, I sometimes try to pick their brains to see, what exactly.
Well, bro.
No, I do that. No, but I sometimes try to pick their brain to see what motivates them.
Yeah, I stopped trying to pick your brains.
To love and even be attracted to this persona. I just sometimes
Bro, are you serious?
No, I try to understand.
By the way, if you do that, you will hurt your brain. Really, there is nothing concrete that you find a person in Kenya or whatever stand and say, okay, I love Trump because ABCD. You will find a few, but usually it's this narrative of bravado and fighting and
He
bullying
says it as
everyone,
it is.
saying it as it is.
That one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Hustler narrative.
I think it's an extreme of hustler. Just bulldozing.
and he's on
everywhere.
he's always he's always on TV, he's in your face, and he keeps saying the same old crap, but it gets to the point where if he says it enough times,
Yeah.
it's true.
And it becomes entertaining even.
Yeah.